Today we are going to read chapters 2 and 3 from The Magic Tree House, book number 5, Night of the Ninjas. Remember, they just saw that Morgan she wrote a letter, and it made Jack think that she was trapped or in trouble. And then they also had a mouse with them. So chapter 2 is called The Open Book. Jack showed Annie the piece of paper. It said, "Help me, under a spell, find a thin." "Oh no," said Annie. "We have to help her." "But what's a thin?" "Maybe she was trying to write things," said Jack. "See how the end sort of runs off the page?" She wrote in the script. Maybe the spell was starting to make her disappear. Or something, said Annie. "So she's under a spell. Oh my goodness." "Right," said Jack. "I wonder if she left any other clues." He glanced around the treehouse. "Look!" Annie pointed at a book in the corner. "That's the only open book," she said. Jack looked around again. Annie was right. He felt a shiver go down his spine. Jack went over to the book and picked it up. He held it near the window. Light from the setting sun was golden on the page. Jack stared at the picture on it. In the picture were trees with white flowers. The trees were on the side of a mountain near a wide, rushing stream. That's one thing we're going to make today. You're going to make a mountain with a stream of water, like a river, with flowers all around it. But you're going to make it inside of like a box. And then you're going to make actual things that you find around the house. Maybe you want to draw. Maybe you want to use Play-Doh. Maybe you want to use cardboard. Totally up to you. I'm going to show you examples. Two people were also in the picture. They wore dark clothes. They had black scarves over their faces and long swords strapped to their backs. "Oh, man," whispered Jack. "Who are they?" Annie asked. "Ninjas, I think," said Jack. "Ninjas? Really?" said Annie. "Morgan must have left this book open to this page for a reason," said Jack. "Maybe that's where she was when the spell got her," Annie said. "Or maybe that's where the 4 things are," said Jack. "Let's go," said Annie, always the one who wants to go right away. "Now?" said Jack. "Yes, Morgan's in trouble. She needs us now," said Annie. "But we should read this book first," said Jack, "so we'll be prepared." "Forget it," said Annie. "Every minute counts." She grabbed the book from Jack. "Give it back," he said. "We have to find out about this place." So that's the second center you're going to be making. You're going to be making the book all about ninjas that Jack and Annie can look into. Annie held the book out of reach. We'll find out when we get there," she said. "We don't even know where there is," Jack said. But Annie pointed at the picture. "I wish we could go here," she said. The leaves of the oak tree began to shake. Squeak! That's the mouse. "Don't be scared, Peanut," said Annie. She scooped up the mouse, then she put it in the pouch of her sweatshirt. The wind began to blow. It blew harder and harder. The treehouse started to spin faster and faster. And Jack squeezed his eyes shut. Then everything was still, absolutely still, except for the sound of rushing water. Now we're on chapter 3. Jack opened his eyes. Annie was already looking out the window. The mouse peeked out her pouch. Jack looked out the window too. The air was fresh and cool. The treehouse was in a tree with white flowers. The tree was in a grove of trees on the side of a mountain. Nearby, a wild stream rushed downhill. 2 ninjas were standing on rocks near the water. They were staring at the valley below. One knight was tall. The other was short. They wore black pants and shirts. They had black scarves around their heads and swords strapped to their backs. Oh my goodness, they see ninjas already. It was exactly like the picture in the book. And Jack crouched below the window. "Be careful," he whispered. "Don't let them see you." "Why not?" Annie said. "They might think we're some kind of enemy," said Jack. Annie crouched beside him. Jack pushed his glasses into place. Now he was going to look at the ninja book. He picked up the book. He turned to the beginning. He read. Very little is known about the shadowy warriors called ninjas. Historians believe that ninjas lived in Japan between the 14th and 17th centuries. Both men and women were ninjas. Sometimes they fought to protect their families. Sometimes warlords hired them to be spies. "Wow," whispered Jack. "We're in Japan hundreds of years ago." Jack opened his backpack. He pulled out his notebook and pencil. He always liked to take notes. He wrote, "Ninjas were warriors in old Japan." "Jack," whispered Annie, "they're looking up." "I think they know we're here." Jack peeked over the windowsill. His eyes met the dark eyes of the tall ninja. "Aye!" the ninja cried. He dashed toward the tree. The other ninja followed. "Oh no," said Annie. "We've got to go," Jack said. "Where's the Pennsylvania book?" He and Annie looked around wildly, but where was the book about Pennsylvania? It had the picture of the Frog Creek woods in it. Jack and Annie couldn't get home without it. "It's not anywhere," cried Annie. "We've got to do something fast," said Jack. "Pull up the ladder." He and Annie grabbed the top of the rope ladder. They pulled the ladder into the treehouse, but the tall ninja leaped at the tree trunk. Then he started climbing up the tree. Remember, they used those bear claw things that they made. The short ninja followed. They climbed just like cats. Jack and Annie huddled in a corner. The ninjas climbed into the treehouse. Neither one made a sound. What do you think the ninjas are going to do to them? Now that they're up in the treehouse, what are the ninjas going to do? Oh my goodness. So we are going to make the book, we are going to make the mountain scene, and we are going to write about what do you think the ninjas are going to do to Jack and Annie. I can't wait to hear what you have to say.